1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's fight like gentlemen.
Your swordplay is extremely fast.
You must have skill.
I think it might be under control.
The end.
Alright, welcome back to the Russell Heights Dojo to a very special episode. We're ready.
Yeah.
We're getting into a little more adventurous territory here.
Nice, okay.
But it's actually it's so basic, but it's something that you wouldn't think. Like, okay, when people say, like, oh, Justin Wong or Daigo have good fundamentals, fundamentals in a way are like the hardest thing to master.
Okay, yes.
You could get combos and you could do all this amazing looking stuff, but what really matters is your fundamentals.
Right. And
people with good fundamentals, that's what separates the good players from. Fundamentals aren't like press this and press that and that works. And fundamentals are like understanding like how spacing works, understanding what anti-airs are, understanding when to use moves and all that kind of way. So this episode is about, well, at least this first part is about spacing.
Okay.
So spacing is not, it's like obvious. The game is all about spacing. I'm going to be saying stuff and you're going to be like, of course.
Yeah.
Like, of course. Like, whoever watches will be like,
but these are the fundamentals are the foundation of everything.
Yeah. And it's like, and even though like people may say like, oh, like of course that makes sense, it's the fact that you need to keep this in mind. And people don't actually like consider these things as like really part of the game. Like, oh, I'm just pressing a forward and I could combo out of my forward or whatever. I could do all that, but there's ranges for this. So you have to keep this in mind. So all your normals have ranges. And it's like not every normal, but most of your normals have uses. So that's like, okay,
like uses.
You know like come at me. I'm only going to use like normals. Come at me from like jumping, like
come at me, bro.
Just come at me like dashing. Come at me, and I'm going to try to space you out with just normals.
Okay.
Okay, so like that didn't work, but like just
keep coming at you. Yeah. Okay. I see. Okay, yeah, you definitely. I could see you. I know.
Oh, I did. There is kind of like.
But no, I did see. Like I was coming at you full blast like at one point there when I was on the other side, and you were definitely spacing me out just with your like jabs and shit. I could feel it.
Yeah. Okay. Now think about this. Like your mediums and your fierces and all that. They take more startup, right? So they're slower. Maybe you don't want to do them like close up or whatever. But like, here, I'll do this, and then after I'm done that low, okay, I'll do 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then after I do 1, 2, 3, you can block it, but then start walking towards me. So block it first. Crouch block.
Oh.
And then like I'll do this, and then walk after that.
Just get up and walk?
Yeah, so like we'll just do it normally now. Just get up and walk, okay. So then
oh, whoa.
Or I'll even do 4.
So like you put so okay, I get it. I get
look
it.
At the range
so
of this.
I get it. Yeah.
Like it's zoning your opponent out. Zoning is just the concept of you're controlling space. This is what I mean. Like people don't think about this when they play. They just like, oh, like well, you're a casual player. It doesn't really matter, you know. Like it doesn't matter if you know this or whatever. But like if you want to get good at Street Fighter,
right?
You have to keep in mind that
that's what it comes down to, is wanting to get good at this.
Yeah, spacing and controlling space.
Yeah.
So you're zoning your opponent out. I'm like just just try to keep trying to move forward. No jumping.
Yeah, I see.
I'm keeping you out with this.
Yeah.
There's no way you could get in.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? You gonna jump in?
Yeah, and if you, but you got something for me if I jump in, probably.
Yeah, exactly. You gonna jump in? Oops.
Come on, mate. No.
So yeah, you're controlling space. It's really important to just kind of keep that in mind. Keep in mind also, like,
because you don't want to be in a corner.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in a corner. It's the worst fucking place to be.
Yeah. Actually, we'll get into that. Like, there's definitely advantages to that. So like, when you're trying to learn a character, look at their normals, and then test them out too. So like, this looks like it would be good for an anti-air, right?
Yeah.
So jump at me from this range, right there. That didn't hit.
Yeah. So
right?
you want me to go a little closer?
It's because the hitbox is like a lot more vertical.
Right.
So it's good if you're jumping at this range.
Yeah.
Right.
Perfect.
Keep that in mind. Now, this was the range that this didn't work.
Yeah.
Now I'll do another normal. That range works.
Oh.
So you need to like kind of.
And each character has different like not every character has a move exactly like that.
No, exactly.
Right?
That's why you have to go through all your normals and all your special moves and everything.
Yeah.
There's like a good episode that James Chen did where it's like, think of it as like you're controlling a quadrant, sort of. Like
that.
Go under me and like do this move. Yeah, keep doing that. See, you're gonna hit me.
Yeah.
So you're controlling that low quadrant. Your box is not anywhere near. I'm controlling this high quadrant.
Yeah.
That's not useful at all. It's only used for like an anti-air. So that's like it's a thing to keep in mind. And like as I said, like that is better for a far.
We need like a laser pointer. I could add a laser pointer. Zoom. So as you can see, this quadrant is completely under my control.
Exactly. And of course, like, you know, your move is going to retract, so you need to know when to hit it and all that.
Right.
So another thing is just think about this. Your Hadouken is basically acting as a horizontal wall.
Right.
That obviously can be jumped over, but there's a certain space where that horizontal wall, you're controlling space with.
Yes.
So if you see players and you're like, oh, this is really boring, you're just...
Yeah, but it's spacing. Yeah.
It's all spacing. It's really, you're controlling
the pace of the He's not really caring if that Hadouken hits or not, really, at that point in time. It's about getting him...
Even if it's blocked.
It might, but his thing is about, it's controlling him.
Keeping him out. Keeping him out. So, like, it's a horizontal space, but there's a space you could jump between it, right?
Yeah.
So, jump.
And then, but that can be, okay. I'm not gonna, I'll let you explain that. What?
It's just, I'm trying to, like, time it, but you keep, like, backdashing at the wrong time.
Oh, you mean, like, just jump normal?
Jump in.
Yeah. Oh, jump in? Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. There we go.
So I know that there's a horizontal space. It's all right. I wasn't like translating it well. Yeah. So like I know that there's a horizontal space that you can't essentially get out of unless you do like another Hadouken. And then you're going to be in startup too. So like you could come in and do something. So I know that there's a horizontal space that you could jump out of, but I could also control that vertical diagonal space with a Shoryuken. So it's like maintaining space control. That's basically it. I won't.
Whoa, sorry.
That's all right. I won't try to like explain it any other way, but like it's spacing.
It's spacing, you know? And it's fundamental and it's super important. Yeah.
And we will get into this a little bit later in terms of characters. Some characters are better at spacing, some That's not their strong suit at all.
As far as some of them are quicker, or some have better reach, kind of thing.
Better reach. Sometimes it's quicker.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends. Like Ryu, obviously he's like the everyman.
Yes, he's the average, like the standard.
Yeah, so he has zoning tools, so he could space people out. But he also has, you know, fairly decent combos.
Yeah.
He also, you know, he has average damage.
Yeah.
He's just like a normal all-around character. There's characters that are terrible at spacing.
Right.
Like Dudley, he's an up-close character.
Yeah.
So you can't really like space with him. Even in terms of like his normals, like Balrog is better.
Okay.
With like he has better reach with certain normals.
Right, right.
And then there's characters like Dhalsim, which are like completely designed for space.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Like all of his normals, like there's like a use for every normal. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like a specific use for that normal. Like is it anti-air? Is it a like kind of this range, or is it this range,
or that angle, or this angle? Yeah.
Exactly. Like he's like a good example of like, I have to control this quadrant.
Oh yeah, that's why I have so much trouble with this fucker. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like his normals are slow, so once you get in, he's at a disadvantage.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you said before, you mentioned a really good point. The wall is your friend.
Yeah.
Basically. Like, so if we're up here. If we're mid-screen,
yeah,
you could jump over my Hadouken, you could keep walking back.
Yeah.
Right? But if you're here, you can't walk back.
Yeah.
So you have limited options of just walking forward or jumping up. Jumping back, but I mean, jumping back, you'll just be sort of like neutral jumping anyways. And then jump up forward. So like I could obviously like, I have advantage. You know, like I could pressure you.
Yeah.
And then you could like try to jump out, and then like I could just do like that. Or
yeah.
Like, and then I could just, and then you also have to keep in mind you're zoning the character out, but they're trying to take advantage too. So like maybe don't do a back throw. Now you're in the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
oh shit.
Like, so you have to keep in mind not just where you're trying to zone the character, but where you are too. So that will kind of also come into play with... oh, actually, I just kind of want to show something like... so I'll do a Hadouken. And like... what's going to happen is... It's going to be moving forward, right?
Yeah.
And like, let's go more full screen. Like you could do stuff like this, like go a little bit further back.
Yeah.
You could do the so hold. Just be blocking.
Okay.
So
like just like a crouch, or
well, actually, when I do
that,
you can start blocking.
Okay.
So just going back, not crouch blocking.
Yeah.
So that, and then, or sorry, keep going back. And then I could push back too. So like if I know that a move is gonna hit, I could like sort of, because there's only a distance that the two characters can go at, so I could start moving back to like make that full screen. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're jumping back and like here, like start jumping back over the Hadouken.
What do you mean?
Like we'll go here or something. I'm not gonna be able to space this right, but so like just start jumping back.
Yeah.
Maybe I could push the screen back so that I know like the Hadouken.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. You
like
can manipulate
walls,
to the pole, and it basically forces me in a corner, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that before, and it's happened to me many times. I usually don't do that to people. Usually, it's been done to me.
So yeah, spacing. Just be wary of where you are.
Yeah.
Be wary of what your normals do, what your opponent is trying to do, and all of that. What use is it? An anti-air? Is it a low? Does this control space perfectly?
Yeah.
And then you could just go for a short Yuken if they try to come in or something. And then of course, like also, just as a side note, because you have recovery frames, you know, maybe not do a Hadouken so close.
Yeah.
If you think they're gonna jump, because like if you go like I'll say 1, 2, 3, but I'll delay my Hadouken.
Yeah.
As I say 3, do the jump.
Yeah.
And then like do a roundhouse or something. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, like you or do a roundhouse. Like,
Oh, you want me to hit you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you actually got me with that.
That was an anti-air Hadouken. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Well, basically, I was still trying to recover. I couldn't have blocked.
Because
So,
you were
like-
still in the
Yeah,
recovery
you're still in the
animation.
That's why, like, you see like a lot of like Street Fighter 2 or even Street Fighter 4, like Fireball Wars. There's a specific time that maybe you should jump,
Yeah.
but maybe he's ready and he'll hit you with a Shoryuken or something. Like
Yeah.
Sagat versus like Ryu. Or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, if you think that like Fireball Wars are boring or whatever, it does seem boring to like a player who's not initiated.
But
think about
look
what
how
they're trying
we're
to
eventually getting close enough. You know what I mean, to each other too. There,
do. Yeah.
and
about
you
where
can
they
throw
are.
faster ones too.
Yeah.
Whoops, forgot you can do that.
And
Oh
it's like,
shit.
I'm zoning out. You're gonna die eventually.
Yeah.
You know, like, so that's the thing to keep in mind. Now,
Yeah.
Footsies.
Uh-oh.
What are Footsies?
Footsie.
I talked about Footsies many times.
Yeah.
And you hear Footsies a lot when you watch tournaments.
Footsie.
So Footsies is essentially your mid-range game.
Okay.
So it's kind of like your poke range game. So pokes are just like moves that are like sort of like pretty quick and good to like control space with. So they're just kind of like good tools. So you'll see characters in fighting game tournaments do this a lot. They'll just go like this.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Back and forth, back
Yeah,
and forth.
of course.
And you're like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
They're finding space.
Yeah.
So spacing is just, or Footsies is just like, well, it's actually a lot more complicated than this, but it's just like getting at an optimal range
Uh-huh.
where you can like punish them, because you're both going forward and like come at me and like we'll both try to do this and try to hit each other.
Okay.
Oh, I whiff punish.
Yeah.
So you did okay. Whiff punish is like
I miss and you
miss,
get
and
and you
then I punish
boosh.
you.
Yeah. Mm.
So now a lot of people would be like, how do they have reactions for that?
Yeah.
Part of it is reactions, absolutely. Top players have really good reactions, but also a lot of it is educated guess.
Right.
So they know that sweep will like hit at that certain range.
It's studying the ranges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're constantly throwing out pokes, even though like they're way out of the range. Maybe he'll like walk up,
Yeah.
hit me into that range and like
Yeah. Massage your foot.
and then like look, maybe I know this won't hit, but I'll do the same move and I'll hit you. But because your kick is extended out, you're still in your recovery.
Yeah.
So there's still
So
kind of
you
like a
could.
hitbox.
So this is a disadvantage for me here at this exact
sort of
point.
if you're not hitting me.
If you knew, if you were like,
I knew.
yeah.
Like, do it. Whoop.
Like yeah, you could just get my recovery. Oh yeah. You could, if you time it.
Whoop.
1, 2, 3.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah.
Maybe not on this TV, but like I'll try to. Well,
You're gonna do it like legitly. You're gonna try to do it legitly. Whew. Oh, there you go. There you go.
that was started.
Okay.
There.
Yeah, that was okay. That was dope. See, that was fucking. We're talking like, fractions of seconds here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And remember when I said this move
Yeah.
shortens your hurt box. So a lot of the times you'll see your hurt box is shorter than like here.
So I could hit.
Do it.
I could hit you with this one.
Yeah,
You're
do it
saying.
here, do it here.
Yeah. Whoops.
And then maybe if I do this.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my.
hitting. So they'll do this and then so 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Do that. Oh.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Wait. So I'm this far. Wow. That's fucking. That's man. Shit.
So it's a bit of a it's like I forget, there was like an old guide for Alpha 2 where it's like the Footsies Handbook or something.
Yeah.
It's like, and like there's 3 basic elements to it.
Okay.
Poking, so and then whiff punishing. So if you miss the poke, try to punish their opponent.
Yeah.
Or try to, if they miss their poke, try to whiff punish it.
Yeah.
And moving forward. So moving forward, like you're gaining ground or whatever, or you're getting out of certain ranges, moving forward and backwards, basically.
Okay.
So that's the elements of Footsies, and like it's like spacing in Footsies is what makes Street Fighter like beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like what would bore like a casual player.
Yeah.
If you watch, there's maybe 2 or 3 years ago, there was a match between Snake Eyez and Justin Wong.
Okay.
Justin was coming out of losers, so it was 6 whole matches.
Wait. I think I might even have seen that.
For Capcom Cup, or I don't know.
I don't know. I think I do remember seeing something with Justin Wong coming out of the losers, or something like that. Yeah.
But it was basically like, so losers you have to do a set, and if you're in losers you reset and you have to do a full other set.
And then get back.
Yeah, so you're doing 3. It's 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
And Justin uses Rufus, and Snake Eyez uses Zangief.
Yeah.
It was just like this full match of them moving back and forth.
Yeah.
And using normals and like spacing.
And people were just like probably bore fest.
Some people were bored, but some people were just like
going crazy, right? Yeah. Yeah.
And like Rufus's sweep is like really slow.
Yeah.
But Justin Wong's Footsies are like so immaculate
that he would
he's
get
amazing with the sweep. Like Rufus's sweep. Yeah, and that's another thing you have to keep in mind. Like your sweep, if you're trying to play Footsies and your crouch block, your sweep is at a disadvantage. Like, big time. Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
So like, we could just go through like a whole bunch of examples, but like, here, try to do like a crouch. Do the crouch forward again. Like, just do this, and then I could like try to like.
Oh, you want to try to sneak in there?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it, and you're gonna try to sneak in there and hit me in the recovery.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah, I just
do it. Keep doing it, but like kind of like, no, not like that. Just keep doing it, and then like, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you could add specials to it.
That was dope.
And then there's like burst damage characters like Evil Ryu that could like he could do this, but like it doesn't knock down.
So you could still stay and then continue a combo.
Yeah.
Wow. Huh. Interesting.
And that's like I don't know if you know Momochi, but Momochi kind of really old school Japanese player. He still plays now. He won Capcom Cup last year.
Okay.
He has like amazing Footsies, like fantastic Footsies. And it's just like people don't really realize these things, but like that's what separates the good players from the bad.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like Street Fighter 4, you can get away with Vortex and stuff, but especially with like Street Fighter 5 will kind of like separate the people. Like,
yeah,
there's not as much bullshit in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, I can tell it's gonna be like a clean fucking fighting game, and that's why I think I'm gonna probably get into this one.
Yeah.
This one I'm starting to get into just by like you teaching me stuff, but I guess I've just had maybe it was just something to do with the aesthetic or something. I'm just wasn't crazy.
Oh, fuck,
the way it feels is not as the same as I'm used to, but it seems like the Street Fighter 5 is going to be, you know, more like this kind of style, but the motion and it looks like it's going to feel more fluid to me. I don't know. You know what I mean? And that's why I think I'm going to get into it. I've always been into like Alpha and just how like, I don't know, something about it. It had a certain style that I liked, and it seems to be closer to that.
I agree with you.
Right?
When this first came out, because I'm a Third Strike fan, I saw, first of all, it was 3D, so I was like, it's going to be ruined.
Yes.
So I was a bit upset about that. But like,
it is clean though. It is clean. Like, you get used to it.
Ryu's not a good example, but like really long ultras.
Yeah.
Like cinematic ultras. Nobody that like watches fighting games gives a fuck about
I don't give a fuck about cinematics, right? Yeah. It like that's why I love the alpha. Just like okay, he's doing a super move and it goes off. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you the only advantage to cinematic ultras in terms of like competitive play,
right?
Is like you could scratch your face. Or that.
Yeah. I like that. Now, that's a pro tip.
Yeah.
Pro tip right there.
Or like when you're playing online, you could take like
Yeah.
a sip of something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, another advantage of it is like timer scan because they're so long. But like, I'll just give you a good example of another like sort of footsie characters, and then we'll end this episode.
Cool.
So as I said though, like some characters just have better. Like Dhalsim has better zoning normals, and then some characters have better poke normals.
Yeah.
So it's like better for footsies maybe.
Yeah.
So like Dhalsim is like a full screen thing, but Footsies is your mid-range game where you're trying to like take advantage.
It's not close up. It's not far away. It's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Russell Heights intro, the Russell Heights Dojo intro, there's 3 clips for
Absolutely, yes. I put those in myself.
Yeah, you put that in. You picked a good fucking thing, dude.
Yeah, I liked it. It looked really. I saw how complex. I'm like, we're gonna get into some complex shit here.
Yeah, like you're going back. You'll see PR Balrog do this a lot. Like he just goes back and forth.
Yeah.
And it's like he's waiting for that person to do a move so he could whiff punish or something.
Right.
So like move back and forth, and then he'll do like a sweep or something. Like, do a move.
Oh.
Do like a normal, not like a crouching normal.
Oh.
Like try to play footsies with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you want me to do. I forgot what we were doing for a second.
So like, yeah, you're okay.
You're
trying to see like where the I'm hitting you in your recovery or like.
Yeah. Perfect recovery. Oh.
And then, like I said before, the characters that could take, if that's a sweep, you're going to be knocked out.
Yeah.
You can't really do anything out of that. But like we said, like Eva, where you could do like combo.
And you will stay standing and he can continue. That's pretty amazing.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, shush, I tell you.
And
Quite a sight.
another thing I just want to note is like, it's called Footsies, and like, most of it is with your feet.
Yeah.
But pokes are also with your punches. Perfect example right here. Balrog doesn't have any kicks.
Yeah.
But Balrog can play footsies.
Yes, he can play. I use my feet, but I pay the fool. Don't think I can play footsies.
Well, actually, this is with a kick button, but it's a punch.
Yes.
But yeah, footsies is.
Fun fact: he has no kicks.
Yeah, neither. And then the reverse for Elena, she has no punches.
Oh yeah.
And Elena has amazing footsies button. Not only does she
I seriously don't know much about that character.
She's amazing.
Wow.
So that was kind of there's, like I said, there's the Footsies Handbook. There's tools for footsies all over the internet. This was a brief introduction, but it's just to show you that spacing and footsies are what makes Street Fighter beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes it.
Yeah.
And hit confirming and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's like an art. Almost.
That's the good stuff. That's the meat right there.
Yeah, and it doesn't look fancy at all. It's not like a super long Marvel.
But what it's all about. It's what it's all about, though.
Yeah, it's like, and it doesn't even have to be like, look, it could just be like poke range normal. Like, oh, I'm controlling you with this. I'm keeping you out with that.
Yeah. Bam. Nope.
Yeah. So it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Do you think it's beautiful?
I love it. I love it. It's gorgeous.
All right. So that's it for this episode. Spacing and footsies.
Oh yeah. Seawalk, homie.